2031, F, Masters in Org Psych, graduated with honors, spent the last 5 years grinding at a nonprofit in Boston. Work felt meaningful in a soul way, but paycheck was basically a joke. Wanted out. Wanted corporate. Wanted to see how the machine really works. Somehow land a director-level job at a Series C fintech startup in San Jose. Title is ridiculous. Director of People, Culture, and Inclusion. Salary, $172,000. Base plus chunky equity package. Founder is this guy, Kyle Mercer, 34, lives in Allbirds and fleece vests. Tries way too hard to seem chill during interview. He actually grabs my hand across the table, like fully holds it. Emily, he says, staring like I'm about to save his life. We nailed the product, we nailed market fit, but our culture is stuck in 2012. We need to evolve. We need inclusivity. Just nodding, like, yeah, I know exactly what you need. Feed him the line he's dying to hear. You don't need a boss, Kyle. You need a gardener. I'll pull weeds so the right things can grow. He hires me. Immediately walk out thinking I'm about to fix an entire company of emotionally stunted tech dudes. Day one office is this renovated warehouse in downtown San Jose. Open floor, standing desks everywhere. Absurd $12,000 espresso machine in the kitchen. Step off elevator, get hit with silence so heavy it feels physical, like walking into a vacuum. About 70 people in the room, and it's dead quiet. Only sound is keyboards nonstop. Aggressive typing like distant machine gun fire. Look around almost entirely. Men mostly white and Asian. Leadership has zero variation. Everyone wearing noise-canceling headphones, Sony WH-1000XM series, Bose Quiet Comfort series, Sennheiser Momentum series. They're completely sealed off from each other. No eye contact, no talking. Just isolated little bubbles. Walk to my glass office in the corner, immediately rename it The Haven. Instead of HR, set up salt lamp, little plants, safe space sign on the door. First week just observing, taking in the atmosphere. It's worse than I expected. Nobody talks, everything is slack, people sitting right next to each other, messaging instead of speaking. Watch 2, engineers drops a pen, other guy picks it up and hands it back. No words exchanged, just a tiny nod. This is not normal. This is like social decay in real time. Start mapping who actually runs things on paper. It's Kyle in reality. He's barely holding it together. Walks around asking if people are good, gets ignored, or one-word replies. Real power is in engineering, specifically back-end infra team. And right in the middle of it is him, David Carter, 46. M.N. Been there since the company was 3 dudes in a Palo Alto garage. Looks like a wizard who got trapped in a data center. Long gray hair tied back. Messy beard, completely unmanaged. Wears faded black tees from random Linux conferences. Sits in the darkest corner like he chose it on purpose. 4 monitors curved around him like a command center. Vertical screens filled with scrolling text. Green and white everywhere. He doesn't type. Normally, he hammers the keyboard like he's playing drums. Fast bursts, then just stares at the screen. Intensely, I watch him from my glass box. People approach him carefully, like he might bite Junior. Dev walks up behind him, stands there for a full minute, waiting. David doesn't even acknowledge him. Kid finally clears his throat, nervous as hell. Hey David, sorry to bother you. David finishes typing, slams enter, slowly turns around, face completely blank. What broke, kid? Stumbles. Nothing broke, the API latency on the West Coast node is spiking. Figured you should know. David exhales through his nose. Long and annoyed turns back without another glance, types 3 commands. I know, he says. Still facing the screen, garbage collection on cluster C was choking. Patched it 2 minutes ago. Restart the containers and go away. Kid immediately relieved. Okay, yeah, thanks. David puts headphones back on conversation, over no small talk, no acknowledgement, just pure transaction. It actually makes my skin crawl a little. This guy is the center of everything. Everyone depends on him. He doesn't connect with anyone, just sits there, like some kind of system. God decide. Right there, he's the problem. He's the wall I need to break. He's my project. Month 2, rolls around time to intervene. Launch first, big initiative, connect and reflect. Mandatory 9, AM company-wide stand-up. But not about work, about feelings, intentions, presence, icebreakers, like what color is your mood today? First session, immediate disaster, sales team is loving it. Engineering looks like they're being punished. I'm holding this little plush microphone prop I ordered online, smiling like a kindergarten teacher. Okay, let's start with engineering. David, what's your intention this week? He's on his phone scrolling. What looks like logs doesn't even react. David, I say, a little sharper. We're waiting. He looks up, slowly, blinks once. My intention, flat voice, is to migrate the Postgres database to a new AWS instance before we run out of disk space. If I don't, the platform goes down and payroll fails. Room goes completely silent. I keep smiling, but it's tight now. That's a task, David. I'm asking about your intention, your mindset. How do you want to feel while doing that? He just looks at me like I asked something stupid. Efficient, he says. Right now I feel delayed. Couple junior devs try not to laugh, shoulders shaking. I keep smiling, but internally losing it. Okay, I say, we'll unpack that defensiveness later. Let's move on, point at a junior front-end dev. Sophia, how are you feeling today? She glances at David. Then back at me, visibly nervous. I guess I feel efficient too, she mutters. Great, they're copying him. Now he sets the tone for the entire group. He basically gives them permission to be emotionally shut down. Realize immediately group setting is a dead end. I'm not breaking this dynamic in public need to. Isolate him, need to dismantle this one-on-one start scheduling individual meetings with his team, frame it as career development and retention chats. Really just gathering evidence, first meeting with Mike 27. Senior engineer clearly idolizes David like a mentor/father thing going on. Buy him coffee. Play the approachable manager role. So Mike, I say, leaning forward, tell me about the team dynamic. Do you feel heard here? Yeah, it's awesome, he says immediately. We move fast, no red tape. It's clean, okay? And David, I push, how's his leadership style? Does he support your growth? Mike laughs. David? He's a genius. Like, actually insane. He built our custom load balancer in a weekend because the commercial one sucked. I learned more reading his code in 6 months than I did in my entire CS degree, of course. But does he support you emotionally? Mike pauses, looks confused like I just asked something completely unrelated. He buys pizza when we deploy late. And one time, I screwed up a migration and wiped a customer table. He winces, remembering it, thought I was done. Like actually fired. Did he yell at you? I ask, pen ready. No. Mike shakes his head. He just sat next to me. Didn't say anything. We spent like 6 hours restoring it from binary logs. He stayed until like 3 a.m. with me. Didn't even tell Kyle I caused it. He just fixed it. Interesting. So he hides mistakes. No, Mike says quickly. He fixed it and showed me how to fix it. He's the best. Yeah, classic. They're projecting care onto competence. He rescues them, technically. So they think he cares about them personally, but it's just systems thinking he wants the machine running. They're just parts. I write it down. Team shows cult-like loyalty to problematic leader. Low psychological safety, masked as meritocracy. Month 3, time to escalate pitch. Kyle on revamping performance reviews. Old system was simple. Did you deliver features? Did anything? Break new system? 360, holistic impact score, half of it based on culture contribution, vibe alignment, emotional intelligence. He agrees, nervously presented it all. Hand slides, full of stock photos, diverse teams smiling at whiteboards, everyone pretending to collaborate. David is sitting in the back laptop, open typing non-stop. I stop mid-presentation. David, I say into the mic. No response. David, louder. He pauses, fingers hovering. Yes. Can you close your laptop, please? This is important company strategy. I'm watching the deployment pipeline, he says. Doesn't even look up. Build is unstable today. If I close this, I lose the logs. The build can wait, I say, hands on hips. Culture can't. He exhales, long, exhausted sigh, like I just asked him to babysit. Entire room feels it. He shuts the laptop hard. Continue, he says. Message received by everyone. This is a joke to him. I finished the presentation anyway, but I'm furious. Go straight to Kyle Mercer's office. He needs to go on a PIP. Kyle looks like he might throw up. Who? David, he freezes. Emily, he's the architect. He built everything. We can't put him on a PIP. He's a liability, I cut in, leaning over his desk. He's undermining you and blocking cultural change. If we don't address it, we'll never attract real talent. Do you want a frat house or a real company? Kyle rubs his face completely cornered. Okay, he says quietly, but be careful. Make it about soft skills. Don't make him angry. Unbelievable, still sign it. They'll schedule the meeting, 2 days later, bring him into my office. The Haven, have a witness. Jessica, new HR coordinator, 23. Fresh grad, cardigan, looks like she might faint. David sits down, immediately slouches, arms crossed, tight closed off. David, I begin, hands folded. We're placing you on a performance improvement plan. David raises one eyebrow at me. My uptime was 99.98% last quarter, he says calmly. I finished the GraphQL migration ahead of schedule. What exactly is the performance problem? Deep breath. Performance isn't just output, David. It's how you show up, your presence, your energy. We've received feedback about approachability issues. He tilts his head slightly. From who? It's anonymous, I say, but the consistent feedback is that you come across as closed off, dismissive, and intimidating. He leans forward a little. I'm the lead engineer. My responsibility is system stability and scalability. That often means rejecting bad ideas. If that's intimidating, then the ideas should improve. I point at him. That right there. That attitude. You position yourself as the final authority. We prioritize collaborative thinking here. We value yes and. He exhales quietly. Engineering is binary, Claire. Voice low, steady. It either works or it doesn't. Yes and doesn't fix memory leaks. The compiler doesn't respond to feelings. I ignore that. Not engaging, you have 30 days. You're required to attend all team social events. You will mentor a junior developer specifically on interpersonal skills. And no headphones during core hours. We need you accessible and present. He just looks at me, eyes dark. Exhausted, like he's watching a kid make a mess. Fine, he says. Anything else? Slide the paper over, sign here. He signs it. Immediately doesn't even read it. Stands up and walks out. No resistance, I feel it. Immediately control. It's documented now. Timer starts, improvement period, begins, turns into pure malicious compliance. He shows up to Waffle Wednesday. Stands alone in the corner, holding a plate with exactly one. Waffle staring at nothing. No interaction, he stops wearing. Headphones instead, uses bright orange foam earplugs. I walk by his desk. David, I say, earplugs? He answers louder than necessary. You said no headphones. Ambient noise reduction helps focus. You didn't mention earplugs. He's playing games, but I can see the effect team is off balance, confused. A week later, Mike comes to me, visibly stressed. Hey, Claire, is David okay? He's acting weird. He won't review my code anymore. He said he's focusing on smiling. He's developing his leadership style, Mike, I say calmly. This is a growth opportunity for you too. You should start reviewing your own work. Build ownership. Mike looks like he's about to panic. But I don't know if it's safe, he says. His edge case logic is complicated. I need him to check it. Trust yourself, I say, patting his arm. Imposter syndrome is normal. You're capable. He walks away. Looking sick, good growth is uncomfortable. They need to detach from dependency day 29. Everything blows up. Major client demo. Huge enterprise deal would bring in serious revenue. Everyone gathered in the main conference room. Kyle Mercer presenting mid-demo. System crashes, loading wheel, frozen on the big screen. Room goes dead. Kyle freezes completely. Clients staring. Everyone slowly looks through the glass toward David. He's sitting in the back, hands resting in his lap. Looking up at the ceiling, not moving. Kyle opens the door, voice shaky. David, any thoughts? David doesn't even turn. I'm in listening mode today. Kyle says it loud enough for everyone. I don't want to impose my technical privilege. I'm practicing active waiting. The entire room goes silent. Kyle is sweating through his shirt. David, please, just fix it. David sighs, gets up, slowly walks to a terminal, types 3 commands. System comes back in under 10 seconds, like nothing happened. He walks back calmly. Race condition in your demo script, he says flatly. Flagged it last week. Ticket was ignored. That's it. He embarrassed Kyle. He embarrassed the company. But more than anything, he used my own language against me. That was deliberate. This is no longer HR. This is war. I go straight to Kyle after clients leave. He sabotaged that demo. Kyle is sitting with his head in his hands. He fixed it. He let it fail first, I snap. He knew it would break and watched it happen. That's hostility. That's intentional negative behavior. He needs to be terminated today. Kyle looks destroyed. He knows how bad that looked. Okay, he says quietly, do it. I can't deal with him right now. Friday, 4:30 p.m. I call David into my office. He walks in like normal, sits down. David, I say, voice cold. Today will be your last day. No reaction, no surprise. Okay, he says, we haven't seen the behavioral changes required, and your conduct during the demo was unacceptable. You're not aligned with the culture we're building at Nebula. He looks at me. I built Nebula. You built the code, I correct. We're building a company. Those are different. He leans forward slightly. Do you know what the bus factor is, Claire? I'm not interested in technical jargon. I cut him off. Please hand over your badge and laptop. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out a small USB drive, sets it on the desk. This contains the encryption keys for production database backups. I'm the only one who has them. You should give them to Mike immediately. We'll handle transition, I say, taking the drive. Goodbye. David. He stands up, slowly glances out through the glass walls. At the office, takes a long breath. I warned you about the memory leak in the Redis cluster, he says quietly. It triggers once traffic crosses around 10,000 requests per second. That's going to happen Monday morning. Stop trying to scare people, I reply. We have 20 engineers. They can handle a memory issue. He gives a small, tired smile, not mocking, just sad. Good luck, he says. Then he leaves no goodbye to anyone, just walks straight to the elevator, presses the button, gone. I feel it immediately, victory. I actually did it 5 p.m. All hands stand up front with the mic. Hey everyone! Quick update. As of today, David is no longer with Nebula. Audible gasps across the room, people actually reacting. Mike shoots up out of his chair. David quit! Chair scraping loud. We mutually agreed to part ways, I say smoothly. It was about cultural alignment. Cultural alignment? Mike snaps. He is the culture. He's the only one who understands the payment system. Mike, I say gently, this is your opportunity to grow. We're removing limitations so you can all step up. I look around, expecting inspiration. See fear, see people checking their phones, Slack notifications popping everywhere. Let's grab drinks, I add. Happy hour starts now. Nobody moves. Eventually people drift out. Slowly feels like a funeral. Whatever, change is uncomfortable, they'll adjust weekend. I book a spa trip in Napa, mud bath, massage, full reset. I earned it. Sunday night. Check email. Nothing. No alerts. No questions, weird, but peaceful. Go to sleep thinking I've fixed everything. Monday morning, walk in around 9:30. Matcha latte in hand ready to lead. Office is empty. Not quiet. Empty engineering section, completely cleared out. Desks wiped, clean. Run to Mike's desk keyboard, gone. His little anime figure gone, just a sticky note on the monitor. I can't fix what I don't understand. And I don't want to understand a company that fires its architect. I quit. Heart drops run to Sophia's desk. Another note, I'm scared to touch the code without David. I resign, check email. 18 resignation notices all sent between Saturday morning and Sunday night, coordinated. They all left together, rushed to Kyle Mercer's office. He's literally on the floor, sitting under his desk, rocking slightly. Kyle, what is happening? He just holds up his phone screen, glowing. The site is down, he whispers. Went down at 8. Call contractors, I say. Get outside help. He laughs completely unhinged. I did. They asked for documentation. We don't have any. David was the documentation. We have the USB, I say quickly. He gave me a USB run to my office. Grab it, plug it in. Password prompt. Encrypted, of course. Called his number, disconnected. He vanished completely. Look up at the big dashboard screen. Alerts everywhere. Critical, Redis cluster, failure, critical database connection, refused. Critical 502, bad gateway, constant stream. Like alarms going off in a burning building. By noon, clients start calling angry executives. Banks losing insane amounts of money every hour. Kyle is in the bathroom, throwing up. I try to take control, pull together the sales team. Only people left. Okay, I say. Clapping, we control the narrative. We position this as a planned upgrade, frame it around inclusivity improvements in the algorithm. Head of sales just stares at me. Claire, are you serious? The platform is dead. I'm losing commission right now. I'm out. He walks the other two, follow immediately. Now it's just me, Kyle, office manager, and my plants. Tuesday secondary market valuation drops 60%. TechCrunch runs a story. How a culture overhaul collapsed a unicorn. My name in it. Anonymous sources. Definitely Mike detailed everything. PIP, the smile comments, all of it. Internet destroys me. Threads everywhere. People calling me the startup Grim Reaper. Lock all my accounts. Sit in my glass office watching the dashboard stay. Red Wednesday, Kyle walks out. Looks like he aged a decade. Shirt, wrinkled eyes, bloodshot. We're filing Chapter 7, he says. Investors pulled out. No one will buy the code base. Nobody understands it. We can pivot, I say desperately. Consulting, HR advisory. Get out, he cuts me off. What? You're fired. Voice shaking. For cause. Gross incompetence. Negligence. Just stupidity. I followed policy. I snap. I prioritize culture. He grabs a stapler, throws it into the wall. It shatters. You fired the engine because it was loud. He yells. Get out. I pack my box. Salt lamp, my vulnerability is strength poster. Walk out of the warehouse. The silence now is different, not focused, dead like a graveyard. 3 months later, back in my parents' basement, rent in California, wipe me out. Instantly, can't get interviews, completely blacklisted. Recruiters hang up when they hear my name working front desk at a dentist office, barely above minimum wage. Scrolling LinkedIn during lunch, see a post. It's David, new startup founder. Photo of a team in a garage, recognize everyone. Mike, Sophia, even Jessica. My old HR coordinator. All of them hoodies, pizza. Laughing David in the middle, actually smiling, holding a beer caption. Month 1, 100% uptime. Just code and good vibes. Same investors backed them. They basically rebuilt everything, just without all the extra layers, without me zoom into the photo. Jessica's shirt says, no PIPs, just ships. That stings. Read the comments, best boss I've ever had. Mike, finally somewhere we can just work. Sophia closed the app. Stare at my screen. Dental scheduling software. Slow, ugly, gray. I click something, it freezes. Not responding, just sits there. I sigh staring at it, and for the first time, I wish I knew how to fix it. Wish I was useful. Instead, I'm just the person who tells the people, fixing things to smile. Close my eyes, listen to the dental drill in the next room. Steady mechanical buzz sounds like server fans, and I actually miss it.